So my inspiration for grab and go this week kind of came to me this way. I was looking through the book Frog and Toad Are Friends in the collection, and I got reading the letter and remembering how exciting it was for them to wait for mail to come. Have you had that happen to you where you're so excited to get something in the mail? This week's grab and go has a lot to do with letter writing. And here are some books that can inspire you, whether it's writing a thank you note or trying to defend a reason why you should get an iguana, or even just having some fun inspiration by the day the crayons quit. I happen to be fond of a letter to my teacher myself. That might be inspiration to you for who to write your letter to. Inside of your grab and go bag, you'll find the instructions, a black pen, which when you first use it, you're going to want to use a piece of scrap paper and draw a little bit on it and get it started. Sometimes when they come from the factory, they have a little bit of a coating on the point of the pen. So don't panic if it doesn't work at first. That's normal. A really cool colored pencil. Now this is a rainbow color pencil, and if you look closely at it, you'll see that the point has multiple colors to it, which again, so much fun. And depending on how you use the pencil tip, you can twist it and make different colors. As you can see, I have some of the primary colors shown on there. Pretty cool. So with that, because you have that fancy rainbow colored pencil, you can color in this bookmark, which I included as a bonus. And you'll find a ribbon that you can tuck into the hole that's pre-cut on the bookmark. It's a front and back bookmark, so it's kind of fun. A little bonus for you to add into your letter that you want to send or keep for yourself. Index cards where you can practice your address for mailing out your letter. I've also included 3 note cards that you can very easily fold. It's got a crease on there, so it's easy to note where the fold is. So you can make it into this format or in this format. So it gives you that choice there. So you have that. And of course, 3 envelopes to also mail out those cards. I thought it would be fun to include a set of stickers, which can be a way to decorate your card or your letter, or even to seal your envelope at the end. You can decide. And I just have my own blank piece of paper here. That's not included in your bag. As I said, the purpose of us in this grab and go this week with letter writing is to get really good at addressing your envelope. So as I said, I included index cards and of course a pen, so you can do some good practice with how to line up your address on your envelope. So again, the return address, which means to return back to you, the letter writer, in the case that there was a mistake or that person no longer lives at that address, the postmaster can send it back to you. Okay? And then looking at about the halfway mark, and then again about the halfway mark towards the right, the person who you would like to write it to, their street address, their town or city, separated by a comma. You can abbreviate the states, and you're going to want to make sure that you follow up with that. And again, a great place to do that is at usps.com. You can verify your state abbreviations and your zip codes. All right. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see or hear all about your letter writing. Are you having trouble trying to figure out a zip code? No problem. Go to usps.com. Here you'll be able to find right underneath this tab, Send, a spot to look up. Whoops. Let's go to look up zip code. And there you go. And you can go through by address and by city and state and find your answer for the correct zip code. So you're probably thinking, what kind of a letter or a card would be fun to share with others. And, really, it's ultimately up to you. Whether it's a I'm thinking of you note, or a thank you card, or to help celebrate something, a birthday or a holiday. Everyone loves to get mail. And I have been really looking at that lately because, it helps to brighten someone's day and cheer them as well. So, but the purpose of this grab and go is really more to teach about addressing your envelope properly. So, in that, I kind of gave you the sampling on your instruction sheet, and you'll see I told you what to use and what my sample looks like. So, when you do address your envelope, you want to make sure that you think about the different sides. So, think about your left side, that you will have the return address, which is in the case that you made a mistake in the address of the person that you're mailing it to, the post office will know who to ship it back to. And in this section right here towards the right, but kind of starting at the middle and down, is where you're going to be putting the address of the person that you want to send it to. And then up here in the top right is where you would put your stamp. Now I made this little silly card to help us to remember that. So the return address, again, up in the top left, is first line will be your name. So in my case it would be Wendy Cardarelli. In the street address, which here at the library is 1 Albany's Ave, and then the city is Manlius for me. You're going to separate the city with a comma, and then our state would be New York State, and the zip code here is 13104. And so if I was mailing it to, my friend Jane Smith, and then her address, 123 Main Street, and any town, comma, New York, and then the zip code. Now, and you notice my little fancy stamp that I created. That's kind of funny. But at any rate, going back to this, I do want to point out again that if you go to usps.com, you can do a lookup of the zip code. And the zip code is really important. So make sure that you take care of that as well. Okay? Awesome. So I bet some of you are wondering, who will I write to? I got a suggestion for you. If you're looking for someone to write to, and I might even write back, at the bottom of your instruction letter, you can look at my return address and use it as the sending address. Miss Wendy, Manlius Library, 1 Albany's Ave, Manlius, New York, 13104. Can't wait to hear from you.